he was a director. He was a director on their board, but that's about it. Rotarian, there's a bunch of different positions. The guy's well versed, but something went wrong, and we're curious to know what it was that caused this young man, who's an otherwise stellar character, to walk away from two lucrative and significant positions at the prime of his life, in the prime of his life. Now, none of this may be true. Maybe he just had an epiphany. Maybe he got saved and came to the Lord, and the Lord told him, walk away like how God told Abraham. Get up and pack up your stuff and go to the land where I can send you. But then we don't know. But if you're hanging out with Fred Mitchell, you know Abraham. And then again, you never know. It is what it is. All we could do is sit down and watch this unfold and hope that it works out for the best, and we'll continue to hope that Iran will get it together, and we hope for his family's sake that all will be well with him. All right. Now, the government has finally responded to the Marina crisis. So most of the marinas, or most of the shorelines in these islands where sailboats used to come, are now empty. Oh, somebody sent me a thing this evening and I lost it. I didn't read it. I think I did read it and I misplaced it. But yeah, so most of these shorelines are abandoned because the government raised fees to out of this world prices, literally pricing these sailing people who like to go sailing out of the market, making a whole mess of it, and so the government is now responding after so many foreigners have complained, so many Bahamians have complained. Now, I'll tell you this. Somebody said, Harbor Island is in good condition. See, their marina's full. All kind of boats are there. But Harbor Island is Sodom and Gomorrah with a bunch of rich people and a bunch of sissies. A lot of rich people at Harbor Island, and then a lot of sissies at Harbor Island, and these are people who have the money and can afford it. But we had a lot of small-time sailors who come to the Bahamas, particularly to Rock Sound. Rock Sound Harbor by Rock Sound, seabed by the homecoming site used to be covered all over the ground, all over the sea, with boats. And now out there it looked like there was a bomb threat. Not hardly. The other day there was 4 boats out there, and I'm used to that whole area being littered with boats around this time, and you would see lots of lights, and it'd be very pretty. Not this year, because people are really feeling it in Bimini. It's like a bomb threat. I don't know if things are picked up for the Christmas season. Harbor Island is flooded now. And the question would then be also for how long, because the people are still paying these astronomical prices. But you have a lot of the persons in Harbor Island who own those structures in Harbor Island, and so they're able to afford these boats and bring them there. You understand what I'm saying to you?